Happy Halloween! One day early, Halloween Eve, actually. But we're talking about that safety for those kids out there. Um, about them being around the big trucks while we're driving and stuff this Halloween. If you're driving on Halloween night, that is. If you're not driving on Halloween night, then definitely be careful in your personal car. If you're going to go out and have you a good time, make sure you do it responsibly. But decided to jump on here and talk a little bit about those trick-or-treaters and stuff like that coming by, and hopefully you have a lot of little kids out there pumping their hands wanting to hear those air horns of those big rigs as they drive by. It's all about safety around Halloween and watching out for little kids, man. They will dart out pretty quick. It is dark. It's, you're hoping that their parents are paying attention to them. You got to be safe with this. What's going on? Robert K's first one to put something in the chat. What's going on? And getting geared up for Halloween, man. Had to put on my face paint and say, you know what? I'm gonna jump on here and just do a live real fast. And we got Tennessee Flatbedder here. He's gonna say Happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween.
So we just want to make sure everyone's being safe out there this year for Halloween. You guys are driving over the road. We appreciate y'all out there running freight, keeping everything moving. We just wanted y'all to think about like watching out for the little kids. They're not going to be able to see as great in the masks. It's harder to see. It's dark outside. All that good stuff. Brian says the man hard to get a hold of. What's that, Brian? I looked for a message from you on my other phone. I didn't see nothing. I respond back to all my messages on that other phone. I respond back to all the text messages. Robert K says here, Lake Mary, Florida for his new job. Heck yeah. Jesus takes the wheel, says, yo, what's going on, Jesus? We're getting into Halloween spirit over here.
I'm going to be on some shoddy Wi-Fi. You're frozen again.
Shoddy Wi-Fi. Oh, that's no good. At least you can hear me. So what you got going on over there on your face? What you got going on?
I'm your Pumpkin King, Jack the Skeleton.
Jack the Skeleton. When did he get a red X in the middle of his forehead with a little bit of a twist?
He's cosplaying as Rob Zombie.
Ah, there we go. Got the rest of it. I called you a day late. Sorry. I'm on home time today and tomorrow. Send me a text. Like, I really don't answer that phone too much. If y'all need to get a hold of me, go ahead and shoot me text at that phone number in the description. Make sure that y'all are, shooting text. The answering it is I can answer it when I can. A lot of times I'm working. I'm not able to answer that. Halloween is upon us, Pegleg says. Sketch says, why do I feel Tennessee would dress like that every day if he could?
I would. I
believe that. Man, I wish I could just leave this on and go test my student tomorrow, really.
Then your pillow would look like that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm testing on Halloween.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, who you? Oh, yeah. I was like, who you testing?
Retesting.
Yeah, so like I bet that's the one day of the year I probably could get away with painting my face and going to work. What you think?
Let me see if I can fix my end of the Wi-Fi real quick.
Just go kick that Walmart Wi-Fi you got over there.
All right.
So Sketch had some good questions on the on the video today. Let me see if I can find it so I can answer those questions you had. I know one of them was about TNT training. I'll get into a little bit of that. Let's see here. All right. Is it worth becoming a TNT trainer? What is the upside and downsides of it? If you want to shoot me a message or on the Discord. All right. So becoming a TNT trainer, you know, one of the good things about becoming a TNT trainer is that you're upping your revenue. So first off, you're upping your revenue. Second, you're getting to give somebody the skills that you've learned. You're kind of like No Hippie says. You're kind of paying it forward. So you're giving the knowledge that you have to somebody else. They're learning from you. You're gonna live with them. Like y'all are gonna really get to know each other really well. So some of the upsides is, you know, right there. Number one, more revenue to the truck. Number two, you're the joy, like seeing somebody like get out there and start their own trucking career, giving them the tools, the power that they need to be successful. Now, the downside of TNT is whenever you lose sleep because they're going to need your help. They're going to wake you up. They're going to need help. You're going to have to lose sleep on it. You know, they may hit something. You know, you're going to have to pay a deductible. They might get into some problems out there that they have to wake you up, and you're all like, man, where are we at? And they're all like, we're on a dirt road. I don't know where. I missed a turn a long time ago, and I just kept driving. And you're going to be like, what were you thinking? You know, also sometimes they don't drive that great. So you're going to be hearing the buzzer go off a lot. You're going to be woken up a lot. Like there's a lot of downsides. There's a lot of upsides to it. You know, at the end of the day, it's you've got to really ask yourself, one, do I have the patience to teach somebody? Two, do I want to have to deal with another person living in my truck? Number three, are they going to be clean? You know, are they going to get good showers? Are they going to be, how's their hygiene? You know, what can I deal with? What can I not deal with? You know, you're going to have, I say set up a good rule book from the start. Like set your rules all out on the table the first day that you meet them. That way they have an understanding of like, hey, these are the rules of the truck. They're not going to change. This is the rules. No shoes in the back. Rule one, your shoes stay on the mat. You know, we don't pee in bottles on this truck. We don't, you know, lay the law down at the start. That way you don't have to worry about them. Like whenever you don't lay down the laws at the start and you're all like, hey man, just jump on the truck. Let's start doing this. And you're all cool. Like everything's going good. Stuff is going to start picking at you and it's going to start beating you up. And you're going to be like, finally, you're going to snap and you're going to be like, hey, dude, what do you think you're doing, man? And they're going to be like, what the heck? My trainer was real cool. And now he's kind of being a jerk. You know, lay down those ground rules at the start. That way you don't have to worry about that. Oh, looks like Tennessee Flatbedder's back. Some pros and cons on TNT. Tennessee for training TNT students.
Pros and cons. I pretty much heard yours. You're pretty much on point with that. On pros and cons. Yeah, you got to remember, we're not out here to be your best friend either. We have a job to do too, and we want you to run that truck the way we would like you to run that truck because we, as a lease op, we own that truck. So it needs to run like a business. We're basically your boss. Same with company drivers, but you kind of get what I'm in on that one.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know, there's a lot to go into it. It's a lot to consider. It's going to take some while. It's a good thing to go ahead and tell if you have family, if you're married, kids, whatever, talk to them, let them know what your plan is on this TNT because it might change your home time and how often you are home and stuff like that. So make sure they're prepared that you're doing this and what your plans are and what your goal is at the end of this. Like, is your goal to do the best you can for somebody. Teach them how to back, how to drive, how to well, they shouldn't pretty much know how to back and how to drive and stuff like that, but how to like make them better at it. Because when you're over the road with somebody, like we've done all we could for them whenever they're in PSD. I know these two instructors right here have done everything possible we can to help them in those spots. And you know we try to get them the best we can, but you're still going to have to work with them out there, because now they're dealing with shippers and receivers and stuff like that. You're teaching them how to be professional there, not getting into arguments with them, not getting frustrated with them. It's a bunch of stuff you really got to think about. Brian says, I couldn't be a trainer. You guys have too much patience. I don't have much patience, but a lot of people tell me I do, but I really don't. I'm an impatient guy. Like whenever it's time to go somewhere, I'm like, you can ask Tennessee. Like I'm all like, hurry up and eat. Like we went to a concert and it was killing me being in the restaurant. I'm all like, hurry up and eat. Hurry up and eat. Oops.
Yeah, you tapped it and moved it.
Yeah, it was like, hurry up and eat, man. We got to go. We got to get in that line. I don't like to be late to a concert. So, there's a lot, like I'm impatient, but everyone says that I'm really patient.
Yeah, your patient level is a little bit shorter than mine, though.
Mine is shorter?
Yeah, it's shorter than mine.
Sketch, do I have to lease to be a trainer, or can I still be a company driver? You can be a lease or a company driver and do TNT. It's great either way. You're still making great money either way. You got your people that diehard lease guys. That's the only way you can make money. You have your diehard company guys that are like, you know what, man, do whatever you want. We're still making money. At the end of the day, it's bettering yourself. So like I try to tell people every year, try to improve yourself and just keep on working on yourself to get better and make more money. Like your first year of trucking should be your lowest paid year, because you're still learning how to do stuff like manage your clocks. You're still learning navigation. You're still learning a whole bunch of stuff. So at the end of the day, that's going to be your first year. It's going to be your lowest. You're learning what to do. Next year, you perfected it some, you're going to do better. And then just keep on building yourself up and keep doing better and keep moving yourself up in pay, in, mental, everything. Keep lifting yourself up. Always bring yourself up. Always better yourself. You can improve on something every year. And I don't like, one year you might improve on your job, but the next year you go, I'm going to improve on my mental. Like I'm stressed. I was stressed out too much last year. I'm going to bring my mental status up. And, that is an easier said than done thing to do. What you think, Tennessee?
Skull.
What's your comment?
I commented back to it before you brought me back up, FBG.
Oh, then we won't read it. Sam says, here is the law. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Or you need to retype that little bit of word right there.
Yeah.
Avocado.
Drive in. Greenwich. What's happening, Greenwich? I didn't see you out there this morning, but I was on my load. I was out there only for a couple hours. I just barely got home right before this live started, so it was like all last minute, like get home. Time to go to Whataburger. Oh, dude, that Whataburger's almost done over there.
Yeah,
I've seen that picture you sent me.
Yeah.
Do what?
That picture I sent to you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
So it looks like there's going to be two of them. There's going to be another one up the road, way up the road on Sunshine, but it ain't as close as this one is to being finished.
Oh, okay.
This
Dude,
one's
the one in
probably
my town looks pretty close to being finished too. The one in my town over here in Ozark looks
Mhm.
like they just need to pour the parking lot. That's it.
Yeah, see, they already have the parking lot poured. They're working on all the finishing touches on the inside and finish out the interior or the exterior. They should be open pretty soon.
How are the runs on the East Coast?
The runs, they're good. They'll keep you moving.
Runs on the East Coast are short. They're about usually they're about like 400, 300, 400 miles a day. The best thing about it is you whenever I was running a lot of East Coast is I would do one run, like I would do one run, deliver it, pick up the next one, 10-hour break, run that one, deliver it, pick up the next one, 10-hour break. And I just kept on doing that. I made a lot of miles and I made good money over there. I really liked being in the Northeast until winter came. You don't want to be up there in the winter. Not at all.
Yeah, you asked me that question, and you realize I'm Midwest region. I don't run the East Coast very often.
I know I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose just to see what you had to say. Sam says training day reference. Greenwich says I was out there from 9:15 to 11. Very short day for a change. So Greenwich is testing his second student tomorrow. You know,
Three
we wish
tests
you the
on
best of luck. Hey, we're all testing a student tomorrow. Look at that. On which account can I do the most miles? OTR. Whatever's OTR at your company. Over the road is going to make you the most money.
Mm-hmm.
Locals not. Dedicated is not. Over the road is straight up going to make you the most money, and that's what I believe. What you think, Tennessee?
Yeah, I believe OTR is going to get you the most. I've seen a lot of runs for a Midwest region, but we do a lot of 700-800 miles. Um, Sometimes they're even shorter, and then but we're picking up pretty quick after that and get to the next one. So,
Okay. Hey, you got any tips for people driving Halloween night?
pay attention. Pay attention to the trick or treaters out there. They're out there from the time school lets out till way late in the evening and when sun's gone down. So always watch.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. How about the people in the cars at late at night after all the partying,
Oh
like
yeah, you
2
got
a.m.?
best, especially the ones that are coming home from the bars at night. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely got to watch for the pub, especially in Springfield. I know there's a pub crawl going on. So
Is that where you're going to be?
we'll be here at the house hanging out, handing out candy and stuff like that, scaring trick or treaters when they come up to the door.
Yeah, I gotta run. I gotta run another load. I gotta run another load tomorrow, so I'm hoping I make it home in time to take my kids out trick or treating. That's my goal tomorrow.
I wish you'd make it over to the neighborhood, but I know if you can't, you can't.
It's so far, man. You decided to live out there in the sticks, man. Way out there in that town out there. Who's further from the terminal? I am 17 miles from where I leave my driveway to where I park my truck in the parking lot.
I'm 32 minutes.
So you're 30 miles?
34.
See, you moved way out there.
I
I'm
like
closer. You gotta come visit me.
Well, if we had little kids, we would.
Keep me below I-40 after Halloween. Why is that, Peg Leg? Why would you say keep you below the 40 after Halloween? Oh, probably winter weather? Yeah, guys, y'all got to start getting ready for that winter time. I've seen some questions on some of my videos here recently, and I've been meaning to make a video on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it right here in the live. Um, I've had a lot of questions about snow chains or auto socks. What do I carry on my truck? Well, on my truck, I carry chains because whenever I started driving, and I'm sure it was the same when Tennessee Flatbedder started driving, we didn't have the auto socks. They weren't allowing us to use those. I think whenever they first came out was probably about 5 years ago, and if I had to estimate, about 5 years ago, and they would only let them run in a couple states. Am I wrong on that completely, or?
Yeah, about 3.5. And yeah, you were right on a couple of states that when they first come out, they were only allowed to be ran.
Okay, so now they're out in more. You can have them in more states. If I had to do it over, I would probably still get me the chains just because, man, they're chains. Like this is gonna be more trustworthy. Now I would probably pick me up a pair of those auto socks because I'm never gonna put on the chains. You know, that's my goal is never ever to have to chain up. It's one of my goals. Period. Now if I had some auto socks and I was in a bad area and I had to make it to a truck stop or a safe spot to pull over, I could throw those on there real fast because I watched videos of how they put them on there. You can put them on there real quick. Put those on there, get to a safe spot to park because they're legal to drive on the road. So if you're going to use them on the road, then use them to get to somewhere safe to pull over. Now, I don't know if I would trust my life to the auto socks. I think I'm saying it right. The auto socks because they just look like they're going to tear up. They don't look too durable. I mean, Tennessee, have you ever touched any or like messed with them or anything? That sounds bad. Have you ever dealt with auto socks?
No, I haven't had a chance to deal with auto socks yet. I'm actually planning on trying to maybe get me a set of them here soon just to see how quick it is to get them on and off kind of still, and maybe do a video about putting on chains and breaking open my new chains that I've had on my truck for 5 years now and still not out of the bag. So, because I have one of those that if it's not safe to drive, park it. No load is worth our life. So,
Yeah. And mine's the same way. Like I'm trying not to chain up if I don't have to. I will park it if it's unsafe to drive. Chains unsafe. It doesn't even sound fun. Let's put our chains on the tires and drive on them. Now, Tennessee, is the chains meant for the chains are going to work on ice?
that's what they're meant for is ice and snowpack.
Chains are meant to get traction in snow. So the ice, whenever it's icy out, you can drive across ice. Like you don't need chains for that. You can drive across it. It's not too bad. You just drive slower. The chains are for that deep snow and that high snow and stuff like that to get traction in there. It's a chain. It's going to kind of dig into it and get you out of a spot. Metal on ice is going to be slick. Like it's going to be slippery. So you want to not use those on ice necessarily. You want them on that deep snow where it's really bad conditions. So, it is what it is.
Bring me back. And well, Tennessee ice is going to tell you different with chains.
What's different about Tennessee ice?
Uh, there's hardly ever snow when they have chain laws for ice. So,
For ice?
mhm.
I haven't ever
um,
seen it.
when we have our ice storms there, even the mailmen chain up.
We shut down the city. We don't even do nothing in Texas. We shut down the city.
Yeah, Texas is not used to ice.
Heck no. Heck no. Greenwich says once you learn how to run, you can run. We're gonna go with big miles in regional, or at least I can. So Greenwich does great in regional because he knows how to run his clocks, and he's one of our veterans on here. He's real good at helping people in the Discord too. Oh yeah, it's big miles. I guess right. I win a prize. Cha-ching. Brian says if I have to chain up, I'm going off the road. I'm not going off the road. I'm gonna go park at a truck stop.
I think that's what he meant.
Did he mean that?
I have a feeling he meant that.
Oh,
Maybe
you don't
he
mean
should answer if he meant that or not.
maybe he. I thought he meant just turn the wheel and just drive off the side.
It reminds me of songs.
Pegleg says below the 40 of winter, shrinkage on FBG from being out in the cold weather. Jeff says hopefully Success will have some new flatbeds on the list tomorrow. I'm ready to get back to Texas for a bit.
Where are you at on that list, Jeff?
Jeff, you still haven't got a truck yet, bro? Well, wait, that was only, 3 days ago we seen him, or 4 days ago?
3 days.
3 days. Okay. I thought it was longer than that. So keep your head up, Jeff, man. You'll be out of Springfield before you know it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully that list moves. And whatever you do, don't Sam your truck. Don't Sam your truck. Don't get a Peterbilt just because it's awesome and take it to Virginia.
Stay away from Virginia, I guess. I feel like
Sam's probably like, just wait till after this live. I'm calling you.
I feel like I got to move a lot. My makeup makes me feel like I froze constantly if I just sit one spot.
I can't do it because I got all those lights.
Yeah, you got all that light going on, but my background is static right now. So,
is it? I wonder if I got an orange. Oh, that's orange.
You're gonna have to turn off your stoplight too, because your stoplight's moving. There you go.
Kenworth Riders, good evening, fellas, from Burlington Coat Factory in New York, 14 miles away from the 90. It doesn't say Burlington Coat. I love Burlington, man. I'll pass by one today. Me and my students were talking about it. You can always find a gym over there and find you something real nice in Burlington. You ever been to Burlington, Tennessee?
Okay, if you ask it that way, yes, I've been to Burlington, Tennessee, but Burlington Coat Factory, yes. And he is meaning Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, I said New York. That is a C. I'm tired of your racism today, bro. You're fired. That's what I meant, Tennessee. Prime taking drivers with CDLs? As far as I know, they started again. I just had a buddy that was gonna come out here, and whenever he was all like, "Hey, I'm coming back to Prime, and they're gonna have me train again, so I want you to do it." And I was like, "Cool, man. I got your back." And whenever he put in his 2 weeks notice, his job said, "If you come back Monday, we will give you a $12 an hour raise." And he said, "Send it to me in an email in writing." And they did. So he went to work on Monday and didn't come to Prime. And he told me, he was all like, "Man, I feel bad. I'm like considering it, but I told you I would be there. I'm going to be there." I said, "Nah, don't come here because of me." I said, you make a decision. You sit there and think about what you really need to do. And if that's go ahead and go stay where you're at, then stay where you're at. If that's come here, then come here. It's still driving a truck, and it's about your life. Don't make a decision because Twisted Big D said so. Don't make a decision because anybody says so, except for yourself. Yeah, well, I take that back. Maybe your wife, if you're having a conversation about you coming out here truck driving, maybe your wife can be a good influence on to come or not to come. But don't let anyone out here influence you to just come to Prime or come out here to drive a truck if you really don't want to. Kenworth Rider says 100% freight shaker all the way. On number 4, there are no trucks on the list.
Well, that's good that you're number 4.
There's a purple one out there on the pad that you could probably have.
I don't hear your racism on that one, brother.
Oh. Brian says they took me out of the.
We can put a box on.
Do what?
There is a purple one out there we can put a box on. He always parks backwards in the bobtail spots.
Oh. Oh, okay.
It'll get a lot more miles.
Brian says they took me out of an international and put me in a Freightliner as a loaner. I don't want to give it back.
I wouldn't.
I don't blame you. Your loaner truck was an upgrade, even if it was a lightweight that Sam already drove. Ooh, we're on a roll with Sam. Jeff said, looked at one, but the oil was clumped up on the dipstick. I didn't give the sense that the vehicle had been taken care of well. Jeff, they have all the records. You can look at it. Like, you can go over there and look at all the service records and make sure that has been taken care of well.
Yeah, you can get your truck.
What would cause it to be lumpy on the dipstick?
Running too hot. They ran it a little while without a oil or enough antifreeze in it to cool it off. Is one. Yeah.
What else you think? That's it.
That's
been ran hot.
It's been ran hot.
What's wrong with purple? There's nothing wrong with purple. I was trying to give away Tennessee Flatbedder's truck to somebody that was in need. Maybe in need. I don't know. How much need was he in?
Well, he needs the job. It needs to get a truck so he can make some money and make some runs.
But most definitely. Sketch says, so this is probably for another video, but when I upgrade and there are no trucks, is it good to go to a micro fleet? Do your research on it. If that's what's best for you, go to a micro fleet. I really don't recommend it. And the only reason I say that, and I might make some people mad, do what's best for you. Do the research, talk to them, find out how much they're going to pay for you, find out what your days off are going to look like. There's a lot of questions you're going to have to ask them. My main concern with a micro fleet, and I might have to call No Hippie or somebody that has a micro fleet, and I might need to call one of them and ask them. But my main concern with a running somebody else's truck is that you're going to be a company driver on it and you're getting paid cent per mile. Well, you're going to be on a lease board with a lease fleet manager that is all about the revenue of the truck. So that would be my problem. Tennessee, what do you think about the micro fleet?
I'm in agreement with you. Do your research before you just jump into something like that. That way you know what you're getting into before you just say yes. What's going to hurt you for waiting anyways? I mean, if you're doing your research, you're waiting regardless. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's a personal decision right there. And if you're thinking about training, you also got to ask if they're against that truck being used for training, because some people do not want their trucks to be used as team trucks or training trucks because it puts a lot of mileage on it and they're buying those trucks. They bought or they're buying them and you're just putting a lot of wear and tear on it really quick. What you think, Tennessee?
It's same. I mean, I agree with everything you've been saying so far, brother.
Tim says, do prime co-drivers ever get new trucks? Whoop whoop. What's up, man? There's my mosh pit buddy right there. Jumped in the mosh pit with me. Don't be throwing out gang signs on my live either.
Dalton feels a little naked. Put that on real quick.
Where'd you pull that out of? That looked like it came out from like. Put that on real quick. Where'd that come from?
The chair sitting next to me.
Oh, okay.
Where most of my masks sit.
Poor Sam ain't getting no breaks. My favorite truck I ever drove was a Purple Pete.
Purple's all right.
I wish my truck was purple. I've been trying to get a purple prime truck for a long time.
Hey, 7 years you can order a purple one on your own.
Next year.
Yeah. Mine's 2024.
2024?
Yep.
Mine's next year. But I don't know if I'm going to order one or not. I say I am, but I know if I order one, I'm going to want some upgrades. It's going to be some more money. I'm going to I'm going to have it. I want to get it wrapped. I want to get my thing is I want to get a either purple or black truck, and then I want to get it wrapped like Gravedigger.
See, I'm going to go with a gray one just like my bike, and then it's going to be wrapped with Nightmare Before Christmas.
And I think it's like $5,000 to get it wrapped like that.
I will figure it out. I've still got a couple years.
You got that apartment guy in your house raiding your food again.
He's actually doing me a favor and putting dinner that I made away from scratch.
Oh, okay. I'm just giving you stuff.
Hey, if he wants to take some of it home, he's more than welcome to. Hey, well, real quick, we got a $10 donation from Hans.
Oh. Twisted looks like a clown. Ding, ding, ding. Look, we got a winner. Somebody finally guessed who I was. I am a clown.
Now, which one? Can they guess that?
It's neither one.
I've seen an album with those colors.
Yeah. But it's like a mix. Well, which one would you say?
Shaggy. Did you hear me?
Who?
Shaggy.
Actually, it would be closer to Violent J because Violent J had diamonds right here. I think it was diamonds right here.
You said you got a mixture, so the eyebrows say Shaggy. We got another $5 from Hans.
Bonzo the Clown. Man, I miss that. Remember Bonzo the Clown?
Oh, yeah.
The game show one?
Yep, the one that scared the heck out of all the children.
I don't think it scared all the children that bad.
Hey, I had friends that couldn't watch it because of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian says, I heard that lease ops drivers at Prime is doing $6,000 a week after everything's paid. I think this is really good. You know, you can believe what people say. I would want to see some paycheck stubs and stuff like that, but I'm thinking that that's a decent amount. Like, I believe that people are making that here. I would get it from somebody that could show you a check stub, or somebody
Yeah,
that's trusting, like
I want.
Greenwich, right? Go ahead.
Sorry, brother. I would like to see more than just the first paycheck sub. They saying that the biggest one is out of it that they take home. I want to see more than 6.
Yeah, and if it and just like Greenwich says right here, solo lease 6,000 a week is fair. That's before expenses, and I agree with that too. Like, you have to be able to read those check stubs if you want to see a lease check stub, because you got to understand that they're paying truck payment, they're paying fuel, they're paying emergency fund. They got to take money out for their taxes and stuff. You can't really look at a lease guy's weekly, like how much the truck made, and know how much is coming out for all that stuff. It's going to take, I couldn't read it, and I've looked at them before. I think my buddy's check stub was 13 pages long, I think. So, like, a lease check stub is check stub is 13 pages. Are you going to be able to read all 13 pages straight down? Like, that's a lot of stuff to read. Can I order a new this November if I want? Tennessee, can he order a new this November? I think he means he wants a ace lease, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you'd have to ask Success Leasing or look at the page and see. I don't know what the wait list is on ordering new truck is right now either. I haven't done that research yet to see.
Yeah.
I normally don't check that stuff out because I'm company. I need to start looking at that stuff, but it just slips my mind when I think about it one day and then I'm like, hey. Then the next day I'm like, oh, I should have looked at that, or I need to find out what. So.
Yeah, and Kenworth is right. That $6,000 a week is wait, missed it. Kenworth is right. He says, I'm calling BS on that because it's not consistent. And that's exactly right. And that's kind of what Tennessee said too. He said he would have to see a couple of checks, and that's what he was getting at is I would like to see how consistent that is.
Yeah, more than a couple. Like I said, 6 to 7 checks in consecutive of kit checks, not pick and choose what he wants to show you. They need to be each week after each week.
Han says, "What's not consistent? Where the check stubs, man? Like making $6,000 a week every week." Hey, Kiersey, what's going on, Kiersey? How's it going?
What's going on, Kiersey? You got about a special guest on board.
Hi, Kiersey.
Did you paint it? Did you paint his face or her face?
No. Hi, baby, for a second.
I'm just showing off how big he's gotten. Oh, he's going to be thing, so he'll be back.
Jeff says lease settlements are ridiculous long. Yeah, they are really long. Greenwich says my medicals for a single person major medical dental vision runs me $452 a month. Greenwich, that's not a bad deal right there. Right. That's kind of cheap.
All right, Karen.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
Yeah, you squirreling over there.
Yeah.
And Kenworth's right. You have good weeks, you have bad weeks. Anybody ever out there that says that they consistently make we'll even say $5,000 a week out there trucking is lying. My checks are not even consistent. Like
Yeah,
they're not
mine.
consistent. Well, he did say 6,000 is a good week. He didn't say he gets it every week. Trucking along with Kiersey says most average 1,800 per week. I have proof. Take the cash flow lease to date and divide it by the weeks in service. My settlement has 18 pages long last week.
Wow.
Dang.
Hey,
See, I was doing 13.
Greenwich, I seen a post on Facebook today. Have you ever got a part in that settlement that said phone calls?
Seen that too.
Yeah, I was curious about that, and I was going to ask him today, but I didn't go in today. I decided I'm going to come in tomorrow.
Did you read the comments on it?
No.
In the comments, it said that he just like somebody asked him, "Did you order the dish television for the truck?" Uh-oh.
Dragon.
The real dragon.
He's showing off. He's actually trying to say, hey, see?
Wants to taste your mic. You got paint on them.
No.
No.
Company miles is not consistent. There's no guarantee you get 3,000 a week.
Now,
yeah, we're not close to that.
When I was running, I was getting that. But it's all up to your fleet manager or what he can get for you.
Yeah. Guaranteed every week you were hitting 3,000 period.
Pretty much until I was ready to come home.
You said pretty much. Pretty much is different.
All right, we're going to agree.
Sketch says, ask Kiersey what her number one rule is for trainees.
I retract my statement.
I don't know what her number one rule is. Now I want to dress up.
Hey, you can tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Kiersey can do a live tomorrow on her channel where she can dress up. Man, we should have invited her. We should have said, Kiersey, you want to put on your costume and join the live?
Now, real quick question for chat. I know he's not going to post this as a poll. Should I paint my face for tomorrow or should I wear a mask for tomorrow?
What are you trying to go as tomorrow? Did you tell everybody?
No.
Well, how are they supposed to know? Tell them what you're going to be tomorrow.
Pretty much what I'm doing now, it's going to be a better version of it. This was all thrown together. There's going to be a lot more blood involved. But it's supposed to be Jack Skeleton dressed as cosplaying as Rob Zombie. Number one rule: don't kill kids.
Do you have a shirt and everything? What's going with it? Do you have the shirt?
I have a shirt and a jacket that goes with it.
What do they look like?
Medieval, like I want to say 18th century. Oh, he's throwing up the pole real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why he's keeping me up there and talking in the background.
So Rob Zombie wasn't in the medievals. You know that, right?
Yeah, but he did dress like that in most of his concert or most of his music videos.
Well, like I seen him in concert and he was wearing t-shirts and a white t-shirt.
I'm talking about most of his videos, his music video.
You see how Guys, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but Tennessee will change it all around to make sure he's right with everything that I disagree with.
If I had my choice to pop stuff up, I would already be throwing pictures of Rob Zombie in the dress that I in the shirts and jackets that I'll be wearing tomorrow. If that's the one thing on the poll.
Han says, good for you, Kirsty. You want a cookie? I can deduct my cell phone bill off my taxes at the end of the year. Yep, it's for work. Hey, when are you going to take me out for a business meeting dinner? I want a tax write-off dinner.
That means she's paying.
No, Greenwich.
Oh,
Greenwich is
Greenwich. That means he's buying.
Trucking along with Kirsty says it's time management and dropping at a yard early too. Yeah, if you can get those loads off of you faster, like drop them at a yard. On a team truck, we were always dropping in Pittston and we were dropping in Fontana. And then they were trying to get us to do a local run in California every time we dropped in Fontana. So we stopped dropping in Fontana, but we kept on dropping in Pittston. So Green, you save all your receipts, including food. I'm asking because I may go 1099. What?
Do your research, Hans.
Han's about to buy himself a truck. I see it coming. Number one rule: don't kill Kirsty. Oh, I have days of the week. Don't kill Twisted. Like tomorrow is don't kill Twisted tomorrow.
That's what I was laughing about when I said, "Yep, I'm reading down and the chat's too far." I started reading that, started chuckling because all of us trainers have that. Don't kill us. We don't show it to our students, but even though Twisted says, "Hey, don't kill me."
Yeah, I come in the morning. We're doing a tire load, and I say it's "Don't Kill Me Sunday." Okay, let's go. All rows away. All rows always have a name behind them. Makes me want to hear the story of her role. Pretty much, she wants to live and breathe and live life. So she says, "Don't kill me." Right, Tennessee?
That's the same rule I have. I have one that. And now my rule is, you wanted to hear a story behind it. 5 o'clock in the morning in Kansas, we were going down a highway 50 miles an hour into a 20-mile-an-hour roundabout. By the time we got down the speed to 10 miles an hour, the rear tires were on the berm that your trailer is supposed to go around. And I was screaming at this dude the whole time.
Tennessee was driving.
Oh, no, I wasn't. Trust me, I was not.
Mahan says, I wouldn't go with Slow Prime, Kirsty, unless I was ace lease. There's even another way you could do it, Hans. You don't have to come here and ace lease. You can buy your own truck and come over here as owner op. You just have to buy a truck that fits into Prime specs. So you don't have to come over here and ace lease. You can lease wherever you want, Hans. Yeah, ace lease trucks are set at 65 miles per hour, also, just like Greenwich says. Power only trucks can run faster.
I know here pretty soon that there's going to be DOT rules that no trucks can go over a certain speed regardless.
Have they approved that yet? Because I was watching it for a while.
Heard it around between the examiners already that it's coming close.
I've been waiting to say that because I was all like, I'm watching it to see if it happens. What's the speed they said that they were going to set them at?
I haven't heard the top speed yet, but it's going to be around 65 to 63.
65 to 63. See, I need more confirmation on it because,
Yeah, that's
like,
why
I was
I'd
doing.
say 65, 63. That's what I've heard. But I still mention it. It's coming close. It's in the
See,
near future.
whenever I was reading about it, they didn't have an actual speed yet, but they were talking about just having all the trucks governed at a certain speed, and they were talking about what's the fastest speed what's the fastest speed on posted speed limit in the United States, because that's what they should be governed at, and that is 85. No, 80.
80 and on I-80 in Nebraska.
And the 10 and the down there in the 10 by San Antonio. Is it 80 or 85? It's 80, isn't it?
80 on I-80.
I think it's the same both places. 65 ain't bad, especially if you're paying your own fuel. What? The super trucker said that?
Wow.
Stop
what did he sip
working.
into his drink?
Stop leaving work so early, and maybe you could get a free meal. I'm just playing Green Witch. Actually, Green Witch, I was talking to my wife. What was that? Yeah, when was that? I was talking to my wife the other day about having you over for dinner, Green Witch. She was like, I think she was talking about next Saturday, but I was all like, I think Green Witch is going to be out of here by next Saturday with his next student, because I was telling her you go over the road with each one of your guys.
And hey, Greenwich, I'm not trying to top twist it here, but I did offer you to come over for drinks before I left the pad yesterday.
Well, unlike Tennessee, you haven't shot me down yet, so I'll ask you in person, and hopefully you don't shoot me down like you shot Tennessee down.
He just did not confirm.
That was a hell no. He ain't coming over to have drinks with you. Look at your face right now with a red X in the forehead. You might sacrifice him.
No, he's a friend.
Ain't I? Shoot, I'm at least a clown. Clowns are funny.
Oh, it just reminded me of that one part in Devil's or in House of
I know. I
Thousand
almost said it too. I almost said it. Like drop a hookworm, turn and burn, baby. I print it. It's in writing. Oh, she printed it. You can buy a copy of Kiersey's rule book on her YouTube page for a low 3 payments. Only 3 payments of $99.99 a month until you pay it off, and you can have her 5 rules of trucking on her truck. And if you don't get her as the trainer, they're useless. So you paid your 3 payments of $99.99 for nothing.
And then she'll send that to me and Twisted for help out our channels.
Jeff says $69 a day each day you are on the road, right off. My first rule is don't hurt my truck. Yeah, Green Witch ain't lying. Green Witch is about to get that sucker paid off, and it's going to be his, and he's trying to keep it in mint condition. Now, after he pays it off, he's probably going to take his car keys out there and just key it, because he might as well, because that's what you do whenever you get a brand new. Once you pay off your car, you key it. You like take a dime out and you put a scratch on it, because that way you're not as worried about it, so you're not going to jinx it. We better go knock on it. We better go knock on his truck tomorrow.
I could see Greenwich after in 3.5 weeks it's paid off, or from being paid off. he could be turning around and yelling at his student after 6 feet away from jackknifing his truck, saying, "Hey, you better stop that truck right there. You better not go any further."
You jackknife my truck, I'll kill you. No.
Yeah.
Your mic looks so much better. Han says, time to go. I'm on home time. Hey brother, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your home time, man. We do appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us. And thanks again for the super chats. Those are always appreciated.
Oh yeah.
My second ex was a clown also, so that left a funny taste with me.
She put her makeup on with the spackle knife.
Oh. Horrible. Kenworth Rider says, I started that experiment of doing 58 miles per hour. I've already noticed I'm burning less fuel. The MPG has increased. I am less stressed out. Not fighting traffic too is more relaxing drive. Also,
Oh yeah. And I bet
running at night for less traffic and being able to chill out, being quiet, not getting bugged. You know, there's a lot of stuff that stresses you out during the day. If you're driving like midnight to 8 in the morning, you're not stressed out about parking. I'll tell you that, because you pull into a truck stop at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., something like that. You're like, there are so many empty spots. You're over there like, which one do I? There's so many. Which one do I want? Then you start stressing yourself out because there's so many choices to make that you could park in any of them.
And I bet you found that you're not as tired when you get to shut down either, because the slower you drive down the interstate, the less wore out you are. The faster you drive, you got to stop more because you're so tired, because you're wearing yourself out, stressing out over that next person you got to pass or the person slowing you down. I thought you fell asleep.
That would have been funny. Just in the middle of the live, like, oh, he fell asleep.
Narcolepsy.
Hey, check that out. I got a like on Facebook, and Twitch has one viewer. Usually I have 0 viewers on Twitch, so that's a win right there. I got 1 viewer on Twitch.
I need to sign up for Twitch so I can start viewing this on Twitch.
Yeah, help me out. No, I'm just kidding. From what I understand, YouTube's trying to kill Twitch anyway, so they're probably not liking me even saying that.
We're starting to get monetized for our shorts. Got to make more shorts.
Who is?
YouTube.
Oh, well, I don't have many shorts. You are the king of shorts on Instagram. I do not know why you don't share every short you make on Instagram on YouTube.
Because it only does it from you or Instagram to Facebook. I need to start making them on YouTube and then share them to my Instagram and Facebook.
Can you download them after you make them from your Instagram? Is there a download option?
I will look at that.
Definitely look into it. If you watch some of these Facebook shorts, you will see that they have a little TikTok symbol in the edge of them. That is because they downloaded what they made on TikTok and they have posted it on whatever this is. Oh, YouTube.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok though. I quit doing TikTok a while back.
Maybe yeah, that's why your breath be kicking here lately.
I don't like to hear your racism.
I said my cruise on 65 and use less fuel. I'm averaging 7.9. Yeah, and I bet if you brought it down, if you brought your speed down to about 61, you would probably be 8.4 or something like that, probably. I'm just guessing. Depending on the loads and stuff, too. You know, as a company driver, we don't really look into the fuel too much. So, like, I don't know what my fuel knowledge is.
But we get yelled at a lot if it consistently bees under 7.
You got yelled at?
A couple of times, my fleet manager asked me if there was something wrong with my truck, if I needed to get in the shop.
You got a mean fleet manager.
Well, he's looking out for me.
I'm trying to find my last message on how much fuel I got a week.
Yeah, I delete mine immediately. So
I deleted mine. I think I get about 9 a week though.
Yeah,
you gotta remember half of mine is empty driving. So
yeah, mine's been low. I have been running. Oh, we got a guest.
What?
I haven't seen his name pop up here in a minute.
Versatile Duckland. Be under 7. 7 miles per gallon. Yeah, you don't want to be under 7.
No. Mine's been coming climbing slowly back out of 3 to 6 to 7. I think it's at 7.5 right now.
Greenwich says same for me, Kenworth. I don't run over 59, 10 miles per gallon or better weekly. Yep, I'm getting 10 too. 57, 58 seems to be the sweet spot. I guess 7.9 is bad. 7.9 is not. You could be doing better. Now, if you think of the trucks, what they used to be a long time ago, then like 7.9, that's the holy grail. Like the guys used to get 4 miles to the gallon. So really, you're doing way better than what, 1999 or something like that. Where's the likes at on here? Where are the likes? We didn't roll the footage of peg leg is a problem.
Hey everybody, hit that like button, borrow my leg to smash that ding dong bell. Oh, and if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe too.
I'm going to say use my hand. Hit that bell. Go ding, 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 ding. I haven't made that leg yet.
Where's the hand at? I forgot about the hand.
Because you're going to hit that like.
Oh. Well, where's your hand at still? No, you know what hand I'm talking about.
Oh, we haven't seen her in a minute. Mama's hand.
Did you get the nails done? Why is it not on the truck?
Because I haven't tattooed it yet.
Oh. Oh, David is here. Sup, David? It's me with the guy who you tried teaching parallel. David. Oh, Greenwich. Greenwich is David.
Yeah, he's using wrong names here.
Yeah, Versatile Duckland, stop trying to flex, man. No. Kenworth Rider says, my last week's mile per gallon was 9.53. Versatile says, hey, Greenwich, I'm on the pad if you want to come see if anything you said stuck with this guy. It didn't, Greenwich. We've been trying to get that Versatile Duckling to act right for a long time. He's so unruly and disrespectful, and he will smoke all your cigarettes though.
Yeah, he's ready to pay his rent. But I haven't seen him in a while, so.
No, Versatile Ducklin's a good guy, all jokes aside. he's gave up smoking here recently, so he's probably been a little stressed out, but he's a pretty good guy. You know, he's a great trainer. He's going to be out there doing his stuff. Sounds like Greenwich and him met. Greenwich says, first truck I drove got 3.4 miles a gallon no matter what the speed was. Ouch.
Wow.
Versatile will take a walk down after this live.
Do, 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 do.
Man, I would be parking on the pad, especially if I was testing tomorrow. I'd be parked right there on the pad, go sleep in my truck. Hey, secret, the showers in the plaza are really nice. And if you're going to do laundry, like the plaza's laundry upstairs is really, really nice and cheap. No, he didn't give up smoking. He's probably he just quit smoking last week, bro. What do you mean he I'll be here, buddy. Explain.
Stress. It's always the killer. Skull. Chug, 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 chug. Only if people could see what goes on in the background.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, man, like we're talking about stress of students right there, and sometimes we work really hard with guys, and it seems like no matter what we can do, we can't get this guy to learn it. And then like you're all like, at that point where you're like, man, I'm about to just give up on this guy. All of a sudden he just gets it, and you're all like, what just happened? It's like all of a sudden it just clicked with them and they understand it now. And sometimes all it takes is like somebody else to walk over there and be like, just listening to you and be like, hey, you care if I tell him something? And you're like, no, man, go for it. I can't get this guy to do anything. And they'll say the exact same thing you're saying in a different way. And it's just hearing it from somebody else. They understand it, and then they'll be like, man, you've been saying that all day, and I didn't understand it until he said it. And I've had it even before. Like, I'll tell you right now, I have a student on my truck right now that it seemed like no matter what I told him, no matter what I said to this guy, he was not going to hear what I had to say. He wasn't. I got to the point where I had to have my my other student, like, I was all like, hey man, he won't listen to me, you go tell him this is what I want you to tell him. Then he would do another one, and I say, hey, this is what I want you to tell him this, tell him that, tell him this. And he kept on telling him that stuff, and the guy heard it all, because sometimes I'm a authority figure, I guess. They're not going to hear it from me, but they will hear it from somebody at the same level as them, somebody else that's going through the program with them. They'll hear it from them, and they'll listen to it. I don't know why. It's just something like that.
Yeah, and that's why I have you every now and then come over and talk to one of my students. Say, hey, I know he's listening to me, but he's not understanding. Can you give him the same thing I told him in your own words? And right after that, he's getting it down. He's like, hey man, you told me the exact same way he did. He just worded it different. Now I understand it. So it does help when you have somebody else intervene or come into when you need it.
Yeah. And you know, as an instructor out there, man, day in and day out. Like, not every student we have is going to be the super easy ones. Like, sometimes we're going to get those guys that are really pushing your buttons, and that's whenever you find out. Sometimes you doubt yourself and you're like, man, I'm giving up. Like, we've all been there. Sometimes you're just like, man, I'm giving up. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm not going to be able to get this guy to do it. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. You will doubt yourself at some point. And at the end of the day, whenever you get that guy that you were doubting yourself with his CDL and he passes, you're like, man, I cannot believe I did that. I just got that guy a CDL that I was having so much problems with. And the guy's going to be really appreciative. And, you know, dude, I had the guys in there just bawling in tears. They're crying in there because they're so happy that they just passed. And you're like, stop crying, because I'm a crier too if I see you cry. I'm a sympathy crier, man. You better suck it up, man. There's no crying and trucking.
I feel the same way when I have a guy that does fail. I feel his pain, his getting onto himself. I feel that, and I feel worthless the rest of the day because of the way that he feels.
Yeah.
And you just got to push past it and then get him to understand, hey, it happens to the best of us when they do fail. And just like I got my guy that's retesting tomorrow. He
Say that again. That was cool. Retested. Sound like do it again. He's what?
re. I'm only saying at that time because this is his third time testing. He happened to fail pre-trip twice, and he lost what he was doing on parallel, and it's going to take him tomorrow to finally pass. I know it will. It's just certain people have those in test anxiety, and we haven't figured out how to walk you through that yet. Once we figure that out, then everybody will pass when they have the test anxiety. Other than that, it just takes the next day. So
I'm trying to figure out how to be one of those hypnotist guys. Tennessee. Follow the pin. Follow the pin. You're getting sleepy. You're about to fall asleep. Your eyes are getting heavier. No, not you guys watching the channel, dang it. No, I'm trying to figure out how to become a hypnotist. That way I can be like, you will not be nervous on your test. You will not be nervous on your test. And you will dance after it. You will do a break dance.
Cluck like a chicken.
You'll cluck like a chicken after you dance.
When you hear that air horn, you will start clucking like a chicken.
Cluck, Alex.
She feels like she has she wants to. See? Look at her face.
We're matching. I matched you today.
Hey.
Even the face makeup.
Hey.
How was work today? Yeah, you.
Well, I worked my first shift by myself, and I made like $30 in tips. So
that's
nice.
Good.
That's a lot.
Welcome to the real world.
Yeah.
Where you break your back every day and you never get ahead. Life is over as you knew it.
I know
First
we never
get ahead. And here you go. Go ahead and read that one, Tennessee.
Oh, you're going to make me read right now. Sometimes they need a second voice, but I think me, especially, I put so much into it, and now I'm going to start getting slower. And I don't want to give up on someone. I have never given up on anybody yet. Trust me. But then I ask myself, if they struggle, You're really gonna do that? If they struggle much here on the pad, easy part. Really, brother? You had to put that into that. And then they can say, with confidence, you're really making me read all this. With confidence, they need to be out there as much as they want to be out there. That sentence really made no sense, but I read it, and I do agree.
Well, I think that what he's saying is this is what he's saying. I'm translating it because he's a versatile duckling. Sometimes you squeeze the duck and it makes one sound whenever you squeeze all the air out of it, but when you let it go, it makes a completely different sound. So sometimes he says it in one voice to them and they don't get it. So he uses his other voice to tell them. Kind of the way I do it. So I start off like real calm. I'm all like, hey, this shoe is orange. This shoe is orange. And if they don't hear it, I'm like, this shoe is orange. You know, different voices, different folks.
I agree. Everybody's different. Everybody learns different. We all, as trainers, should have different tools in our tool bag to show, but some we get those new ones that come in and to really surprise us, and we have to use somebody else or even three people in the situation I had once, and it we need that help. As humans, we're not perfect. Regardless if we're teachers or not, someone's got to be able to get there to help relay that message next to the next person. Really? Have you ever done a ghost walk at the Stanley Hotel? No, not yet, but that is on my bucket list. That was supposed to be a different word, but this is Twisted's channel. So my bucket list, Stanley Hotel in Colorado is one of my places I want to go see. There's 3 rooms in there I want to go see, and plus the hotel.
The problem is neither of the hosts can read.
Hey, we can read. Me, I have to take a lot longer to read because you notice how slow I got. The the more I had to concentrate on the words.
Ain't nothing wrong with having to test 3 times.
Nope.
How many times did Jeff test?
Yep. I'll let him answer that. But me, I tested 3 times. I failed Alley Doc twice, and in parallel, I got it. Because my
Jeff
brother-in-law couldn't
trifecta.
show me. My brother-in-law couldn't show me how to fix on the Alley Doc. So that's my main goal now, is to show you how to fix your problem. After that, if you don't pass, it's because you're overthinking things. Because what is our motto? We're truck drivers. We're not paid to think. We're paid to do. So
I say, look at all the when you're overthinking. I got a lot of it going on like here lately. I am a magnet. If you're an overthinker and you just came to Prime and this is your first week here, you're gonna end up with me. But what I always say about overthinking is that think about the truck driver you see, the stereotypical truck driver out there in the truck stop, walking to the truck stop. The guy doesn't look too bright. Looks like he barely made it through school, if he even made it through school. He looks like he can't even take care of himself. But the thing is, the guy knows, hey, if I want the back of the trailer to go left, I turn right. If I want the back of the trailer to go right, I turn left. That's all you need to know. Like, stop being so smart. Stop trying to overthink it. Like, I swear to God, I swear that one of my guys has a drone up there in the air above the pad watching every move he makes in the truck while he's back, and he's that severe of overthinking. And the thing with overthinkers is that we can make this maneuver a lot easier for you, and we could teach you different ways to fix stuff. But the thing is, when you're an overthinker, if we give you any bit of little bit extra for you to think about, you're gonna really mess stuff up. So we try not with the overthinker, you try to give them the minimum, and I do mean the minimum ways to fix something that you can. Like those fixes works, but like the same fix will work. It's just you have different ways to fix it. Like it might be this far this time, so you want to double this to fix that. And if you tell overthinker, hey, you see how far it has to go, instead of this big, make it this big, they're gonna overthink that 100%, and from now on they're just gonna make it super too big, and it's gonna always mess up, and it's just causes a lot of issues with the overthinker, that you are hurting yourself, you are harming yourself when you are overthinking.
I just realized your shirt said Prime.
Oh, it does.
I don't.
Man, it says Prime and it says driven by the best. This is a shirt. Okay, after I trifected, this is how old this shirt is. After I trifected, I went to the store and the company store, and I got my company, like my free hat, and I saw this shirt there on the clearance rack, and I was like, man, that's a nice shirt. It's a Carhartt. I don't know if it has a Carhartt patch on it anywhere, but
Yeah,
it's actually a Carhartt. But yeah, anyways, it's Carhartt shirt, and I was all like, you know what? I'm gonna get me a nice shirt since I trifecta. I'm gonna spoil myself a little bit, so I got me this shirt,
ask him
and
how
I wear it.
it.
I cannot. What you say?
Said now ask him how long he wears it because it don't look like it's an old shirt. It looks like it's brand new.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't wear this is not an everyday shirt. I wear this. I used to wear this shirt whenever I wore this shirt whenever I came home. Um, the first time I had home time whenever I came out here, and I've worn it out a couple times. I usually don't wear it because it says Prime on it.
It says fancy dress. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, it's kind of my Prime event shirt. Really, I've
So look
worn
at
it
this.
to
Look at this,
company
everybody
pigments.
that's in this live right now. This is a fancy Hallows Eve event. He's wearing a nice shirt.
That's right.
But yeah, I squirreled a little bit. I do agree with you what you said about the the testing and getting people to overthink. And we run through that. That's what stresses us out a lot. Is the stress on us is not the fact that you are not getting it. Is when you do test and you do fail, we feel horrible for you because of all the things we've been going through, and then you overthink about it. And if there was a way we could stop that, we would. But we'll move on.
You need a fan to be able to read the comments so your blood pressure don't rise.
Hey, there's a reason why, and Twisted now understands that why. Our blood pressure ain't jacking up right now, so it's all good.
Yeah, I know why, because those guys, man, like Tennessee, they get hot and you'll be having fun, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, done. You'll be like, man, is that dude okay?
That is gorgeous, man.
Dude,
Is that mine?
the hats are in, guys. We gotta
Let's
get it
get
up to
to
3K.
3,000.
3K, man.
Well, it's been about 40 minutes. Let's check on that poll real quick, brother. I like that black one.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
you didn't
got
show the special one yet. Show the special one real quick.
the metallic one.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Let him dig. Let him dig.
the Grinch stole Christmas. It's probably the bottom one in here. Watch.
Oh, yeah. Always.
There's the gray. You want a
I
gray?
like that one too. The black and red looks better though to me. I know I'm a gray person, but the black and red look better. Gray only goes with certain colors.
There's the
There it is.
white. The white looks good
The
too.
white.
Dude, that metallic.
That thing is gorgeous. Look at that shine.
Ah,
Look at that shine.
dude, I got 3 of those, man, and they are super sick.
There are special ones that are going to go out for the person that can answer the quickest on his live when we hit 3K. When he hits 3K.
And I'm honestly thinking about keeping one of those, man. That metallic is sick.
Too, because that's going to be the one he's going to be wearing the rest of the time after 3K.
I'm gonna have to buy another one if I do. I'm gonna have to buy it if I do. I keep being told, get out of your head would always. Hold on. Well, let me finish this one. Keep being told, get out of your head. I would always overthink the backing. Yeah, people do all the time, man. Back to what Tennessee asked me before we checked on the hats is about the poll. The poll is 73% says paint, 27% says mask. 15 votes out of 15 votes.
Out of 15 votes. Okay. So you guys are going to see me in face makeup in the morning then.
In the morning?
Yep. I'm going to be there at 6 a.m.
You going to paint your face and come to the pad?
Yep. The poll says.
Heck yeah.
And I'll make sure I do make a short about that too.
I'd probably scare my student. Well, Jeff tested 3 times. Man, I don't remember Jeff testing 3 times. I need one of those hats in my life. If you're here whenever we hit 3K subscribers on this channel, then you'll be at. There is different ways to enter the hat drawing. 1 is becoming a member of the channel. 2 is being a member of Discord. 3 is being on that live whenever I give. Well, I guess that's actually 3, 4, and 5 would be being on that live. You have to keep a watch on the channel, and because as soon as we hit 3K, it's going to be the live. It's going to be that live.
2.84K right now.
Huh?
You're at 2.84K right now.
Yeah, it's getting close. I would like to hit 3,000 subscribers before December, like at least the first week of December, because I think that red and green one would look pretty sweet for Christmas.
And I'd like to hit 800 subscribers so I can get my t-shirts done.
You're still what are you at?
Give me a second. I'll look.
I want one. I want one. I got one of your other ones. I want one of these. Ah, that's right. That's right. You did get one of the. You did get one of the other ones. I remember that. Those other hats went fast. And actually, the one that you ended up getting, I was saving for one of my old students. He said he was going to buy it, but I saved it for him for like 6 months, and he never came and got it.
I'm at a 223.
Or how about I just give you $40? Man, the shipping and all that's a pain. I really don't want to deal with shipping and all that. I'll think about it. I'll think about selling a couple online or, through PayPal or something like that. I'll think about it because I just doing it online. I just have to deal with, I have to go ship it. I have to do all that. It's a lot easier for me to throw them in the truck. And then when people see me, hey, you got one of those hats? I'll buy one. Okay. Yeah, here you go. It's a lot easier for me. They go fast too. Like last time, I think I sold all but 3 of them the first day I came back after my live. I wear your hat, Twisted Big D, here at Swift. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. I don't like this channel's not Prime's channel right here, so this is my channel. So, go ahead and wear my merch wherever you want. Don't forget, y'all can pick up merch right now in my merch shop too. If you look on the description of some of my videos, or it's also on my homepage. If you're looking at my YouTube on a desktop, you will be able to see my merch store. I have not even checked if my merch store has sold anything in a long time. It has stickers, mugs, all kinds of stuff on there. T-shirts, phone cases, all kinds of stuff are on there. Mouse pads. Tennessee, are you using one of those high quality mouse pads from my merch store at your house right now?
Yes. I ain't gonna
That's
show you
what
that.
I'm talking about. Always supporting me. That's what I'm talking about. That's my brother right there. Look at that face. Would that face lie to you? I'll be in Springfield on the 21st. The 21st of
November.
November. Hey, if you're here on the 21st of November, then you need to start getting people subscribed to this channel by then, because then you'll be here right whenever they go on sale, hot off the press. Because I'm not selling any of them until we hit 3K. They're gonna stay right there until we have 3K, because I don't want people to be wearing them around and people will be like, "Where'd you get that hat?" Oh, that's one of the 3K hats that he was making for his giveaway. Well, guess what? I'm not at 3K yet. So how are you wearing a hat that I haven't even made it to? I jumped the gun and I was really excited about getting a red hat. So I jumped the gun and went ahead and got them quick. And I'm hoping it takes another year before I get 4K, because I'm gonna really enjoy wearing that red one. I'm already like, the red one is right there. You see that red one? See that green one? That's the red one I'll be wearing.
Oh, I did just now paid attention to that. You have it up there next to the other hat.
Yeah, it's right there. That's mine, and I can't wait to wear it next to the green one. Yeah, November. Who knows? I might go ahead and hit 3K subscribers by November. Look at that, the purple and green with a lot of face paint in it now. Whole lot of face paint in it. It was mint.
This is the second time it's been put on my head. Still got the tag on it.
Oh, now I got face paint in mine. It's all good. It'll wear out. Yeah, a whole bunch of face paint in there. Oh, it's Tennessee GoFund. Oh yeah, Tennessee's GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, definitely go fund me. It helps out my channel. It helps me get those t-shirts I'm trying to get out. So when I do my 800 subscribers, um, that'll cover all the shipping and the t-shirts, and a lot of it if you ask for a t-shirt, I'll hand you one. I'm just like Twisted too. I really don't want to sell one, but if I need to, I will. So yeah, go fund me and help me out, please.
I was trying to put the clapping at the end, and every time I thought it was the end, you talked more. I was all like, "Yay! Oh, yay! Oh, I was, my bad." So, guys, we're going to get out of here tonight. We just wanted to stop by, tell everyone happy Halloween tomorrow. If you're going to be out drinking, drink responsibly. Make sure you get an Uber home. If you're doing it, you should not be under any load or anything to do with the truck. You shouldn't be sleeping in the truck. You should be on your days off, on home time, whatever. So
Oh
just
yeah.
make sure y'all are responsible tomorrow. Make sure y'all are being safe. Watch out for the little tykes out there in the Halloween costumes. Just because they're ghosts doesn't mean that the truck will go right through them and they'll disappear. They are
Oh yeah.
actually kids in there. So definitely be safe out there, man. We don't want to see anyone hurt or, in trouble or anything like that. If you're driving super late at night and you're seeing people out there that are drinking and driving, slow down, get away from them, alert the authorities so they can get those people off the road before they hurt somebody. Be responsible, guys. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, make sure y'all are like, comment, and subscribing to Tennessee Flatbetter over there. And what else you have before I roll this footage? I'll let you take it the rest of the way out, brother.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say happy Halloweens. We'll all see you hopefully tomorrow in a good health on Halloween. Make sure you support your local YouTubers. Like and subscribe to. Let me see which side you were on today. That side. I think that side. Yep, that side. Let me get the finger in the right. There we go. You got us tied up, and so it's a little closer. So like and subscribe to him. Make sure you like and subscribe to me as soon as I hit that 800. I'll go my first live. I might do it in face makeup. We don't know. We'll see. I see a comment down there. What does the t-shirts look like? We won't know until my 800 subscribers. All right. Other than that, everybody guys have a good night and happy Halloween Eve.